Hello and welcome to this part 7, I believe, of my point-and-click picky conundrum pilgrimage, a series where I'll revisit 5 games from my childhood. This is the third, Discworld II, Missing Presumed, or whatever it's called in the US, Mortality Bites, I think. It's what's written on Twitch if you're there, but not on YouTube. I think it is Mortality Bites. Yes, exactly. Anyway, this doesn't matter. This is part 3. This should be the last part of Discworld 2, and we'll move to another game next time, which is not next week, because I won't be available next week. Let's raise some game, and we'll summarize the status. So, in the first, the story so far, in the first chapter, Death here went missing. And this caused problem because of all the souls not leaving their bodies, which didn't mean that Agmorpork in particular, where we come from, was overridden with undead, which apparently is not fun, at least undesirable. So we went and looked for Death. Turned out he didn't want to work anymore because he felt underappreciated. So we get, okay, if we make you cool, then maybe you can come back to work. And he said yes, and so we enlisted a few people to make a movie about Death, with Death starring in it. A clicky, as they call it in the Discord. We have assembled everything we needed for the movie to start, but now it turns out Death wants a stunt double. And so we are going to start getting onto that. And so we have found a skeleton somewhere already. It's the skeleton of a sheep, and we also have found evidence, fairly randomly to be honest, of an ancient sheep civilization, which is going to turn out important, I'm pretty sure. So that's up to the left of the shade. This is in this particular place, in the closet. We can talk to the black sheep. We can talk to him.
I was just wondering whether a career in the clickies might be just exactly what you're looking for. Oh, I see. The local Actors League won't let you in until you have proof that your family's from overseas. Bloody cheek of some people. I'll tell you what, I'll have a look around and see what I can find to help prove your case for sheep in the arts. I'll get some evidence that proves that your ancestors came from distant climes.
Really, that's the loudest I can make voice. Horrible. Anyway. And that is fast, right? That means fast. I hate when speed is from left to right. I don't know which one is fast, but whatever. So this is the sheep things.
Here you are. Some evidence that your ancestors came from the land of Forex. Now you can be a stunt sheep. No, don't thank me.
Cue death!
Now is the winter of our discontent, made all the more grisly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be? That is the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Fine, everyone!
If you wonder, in the previous episode, it used to be a gigantic vault that fell on there.
Cut and paint!
Ah, this is more of a lark. Watching someone else work for a change.
That was beautiful, baby. Just beautiful.
Wait a minute. Feathers? It was just feathers?
What? Didn't you read the script? It's Julian's special scene.
Ah, showbiz. Fame and fortune, I hear you calling.
Okay. Wow, I was scared for a second. 2 CDs was a huge game. I believe this, my guess is that it's long just to be the length of an Undertaker's car.
Well, welcome to our audience and welcome to Death, the latest star to rise and shine in the land of Hollywood. Death, how do you feel about your up-and-coming premiere?
I don't feel. I am dead.
What he means is that he's confident that the product will speak for itself. That we've got something really astounding, really new, really...
What?
Look, just try to appear less skeletal or something, will you?
Yes, well perhaps you might explain to us just why you feel death is the sex symbol for today's world.
Oh, Trish, we've always known that the height of style is pure, elegant restraint. And of course, when it comes to wearing black, he's always been the trendsetter.
Fabulous, fantastic. Well, that's it from outside the Odeon here tonight. This is Trish Looks Good inviting one and all to join me here tonight and get reeked. Excuse me, do they have those chocolate-coated ice creams here? The one with the little bits of nuts on them?
They only had insect larva flavour.
Insect larva?
Some new invention imported from 4X, apparently. When's this clicky starting, then?
Yes, hurry up! Some of us have to get back to bed before dawn.
Your wills and pop your final pills. Amen. That's death. It's to take with
Rubbish!
I say, this is appalling.
Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. Eventually. Maybe. Okay.
Well, that didn't cut the mustard.
No, I thought it was awful.
Well, in its awfulness, it had a certain beauty. Just as, in beauty, we sometimes see awfulness pressing through from underneath. I mean, sure. We all look at it and say, well, this presentation eats its own young. But I mean, is this a fair assessment? Can we really judge an art piece as being awful simply because it exhibits no attractive or interesting aspects at all? Actually, I felt that in many aspects, the film proved to be a very apt, very direct communication.
Oh?
Of what? Well, a communication of just how untalented some clicky makers can be.
Okay, so first, I think this is not a good mix. That's really better. And I think the subtitle speed is faster here.
A petticoat, such thin and delicate material, I can see clear through it.
Right.
Let's just... Don't you find something strangely soothing about an ambulance? You don't? Oh.
Right. So here's remarkability. Okay, so that is fast. Of course it is.
A projector. Wah! And look, it's operated by a crank. No jokes, please.
Haha.
Forest Thump, the tender story of a troll brought up by a family of dwarfs.
So what we're going to do, we're going to splice in
Well, this looks like it fits.
some photos from the Queen of the Elf. That has,
Now
like,
I think I'm onto
power.
something here. What if I splice in a few shots of the Elven Queen? Sort of subliminal, you might say. That should make them sit up and take notice.
I had forgotten why we had the Elf Queen thing until just a few minutes ago. When, before we started filming, well, before we started projecting the film, I just remembered I would have to do that, which is really interesting on how memory works.
That's death. Say farewell to all your bills. Rip up all your wills. And pop your final pills. Amen. That's death. It's a tete-a-tete with hate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way
Oh
to
my, I do say how marvellous.
Oh, beautiful, simply beautiful.
I wish my smell could have seen that.
wills. And pop your final pills. Amen. That
Oh, that was better than being alive ever was. Now, that's what I call real charisma. He'll go far, he will, a real star.
Or a real star. Anyway.
Oh, shut up. It seemed like a good idea at the time. How was I to know the spectre of death was going to become a pop icon? Now he says he doesn't want his old day job back. Now he's a style setter. Now millions of girls are cramming themselves into undersized, tight, black lace costumes with lots of black lace, all dyeing their hair black, wearing black lace and black nail polish and deep plum lipstick and black lace and being pale and very, very interesting. God, I hate wearing this dress. What do you mean it's all my fault? Well, of course I saw the game's opening credits. I was there. Well, no, I don't think that's a good idea at all. No, it's just not my cup of tea. You mean I have to become death? Well, I suppose it'll help me make new friends.
We're becoming death. Because death. Now, at the fame go to his head. And so starts Act 3, I believe. I think so.
Act 3. The Grim Rincewind.
Okay, so as it happens, this act is a little disappointing. There's a lot of repeat puzzles there. I don't fully remember, but just remember it's quite easy and short. Okay, we'll have to.
Guess I need to win his confidence first.
I guess.
A high-stepping horse of doom. Now there's something you don't see every day.
Oh yeah, that's Death's horse, I get.
Bits of dead grass.
Bits of dead grass.
I'd pick them all up, but then I'd just be grasping at straws.
Ha ha.
Get it? Grasping at... All right, I apologise, all right?
Alright. Okay, that's it for here. There's a
A
trough.
horse trough. A trough for serving up horses.
Sure. There's water in here. Don't know that I need any water. We have also a very simplified inventory, which is good. The house is where most things are. Is there anything over there? There are all things over there.
A little skeleton gnome. How quaint.
Yeah, we'll need the
Bees
beehive.
are all black. Very cool of them. I wonder if you can get sunglasses with multifaceted lenses.
Funny. We'll have to make ourselves some protective equipment as
A
well.
fishing rod for a garden. Yeah, no real accounting for taste, is there? A fishing rod with a nice hook on the end. By the way, although I am wearing a pointy hat, any garden gnome references will be taken most unkindly. A jet black pond, and ooh, look, there's little white fish in it. Little white skeleton fish in it. Oh well, at least his fish food bills will be fairly small.
I think the pond is black, so maybe it can serve as ink, I'm not
A
sure.
little skeleton gnome. How quaint. I think he's beyond talking.
Probably.
Yes, I think Death could probably do with some serious advice about his choice of decor. Talking to him will be a dead loss.
Haha.
Hey, leave that alone, you!
Maybe someone's fixed Death's little red wagon. Death's granddaughter, so I hear.
She's from a book, I don't remember which.
Hello there. And what are we doing in this awful place, eh?
What are we doing here? Well, I'm minding my own business. As for what you're doing, some of us would rather not know. Apart from that, there doesn't seem to be much going on.
Well, I was only trying to be friendly.
Yes, probably not a good idea, seeing as you're wearing that dress. I was always told not to talk to strangers, and it'd be hard to be stranger than you.
Well, excuse me. All I thought was, hello, here's another mortal in the land of death, then. I mean, it seemed we might have a few mutual talking points, information to exchange, pleasantries, something in common, that sort of thing.
Well, it looks as if we buy our clothes in the same shop.
Haha.
Let me guess. Death's handmaiden?
No, actually, I'm his granddaughter. Was there something I can help you with?
Well, it's just that I don't know quite what to do. I'm supposed to be standing in for Death, but I don't know what to do next.
Yes?
But what am I supposed to do? I mean, what does a living Death do with his time? It all seems dead boring to me.
You'll have to give me a signal when you expect me to laugh.
My, what a lovely toy cart.
You can't have it.
Oh, please.
Oh, all right then. But get me another toy first. One of the autobiographies from the Hall of Records should do. Something to laugh at.
Laugh? Those are people's life stories we're talking about here. Real tragedies, hopes, dreams, triumphs and aspirations. How can you possibly find them amusing?
I was thinking of yours. That should be a laugh. Just bring it here once you've found it.
Okay, so our own biography.
In a universe of infinite possibilities, I suppose that hairstyle had to come up somewhere. So, Death's got a little swing, has he? I wonder if it's for the girl, or whether he likes to have a jolly little twirl of an evening. A sundial. It doesn't seem to have a pointy thing. You know, for casting a shadow. I can't even tell the time using an hourglass.
We still have the undead mouse with us now. That's hilarious.
Little dots. Little dots, each with 6 little legs.
Oh, that's going to be relevant, I'm sure.
Come on, they're almost in the next world. I'd need something better than my hands to entice them back.
Oh, they're dead ants?
A soul pit? I've heard of money pits, but this is a new one on me. Believe me, I'm tempted. Who wouldn't be, the way you're playing?
Well, that was mean. Okay, so these are dead ants, not fireflies. My bad. Probably should have remembered that. I still don't, but I don't remember why they're useful. I guess these are the ants that were stepped on by our friend, whose name?
Funny, I've never really thought of Death as a home baking kind of guy. I'd need a scythe.
I'm sure we'll find a scythe because we're in Death's home, and that's how much right I can do. Okay, so now the house. So basically, we need to disguise ourselves as Death and to gain access to the horse, I guess.
So after all this time, I'm finally at Death's door. Funny, I always thought it would be a more dramatic moment.
Clever.
Death's homey little house, complete with black walls, black floors and black ceilings. It doesn't start looking any better as I get closer either. I can't imagine there's much of a view. What exactly do you hope to see in the domain of Death?
So I was let in.
A welcome mat on Death's doorstep. Still doesn't give the place a homey feel. Hey, there's a little key under it.
It's not the door key for some reason.
Death's golf bag? Yeah, I'm not sure I want to see what the balls are like. The skull cliche is growing very old very fast. What a lovely brutal swooshing sound this clock makes.
Nice. Completely gratuitous. Fantastic.
Oh, I'm not really a golf sort of person. Actually, I'm surprised Death had the time. Death's golf bag? Yeah, oh, no.
Okay. Curtains are... Well, we'll start with here because we're upstairs.
Like everything else around here, they look artificial. No point really, they're just props put there for background flavour. I hope I don't need a candle, in which case I'd have to figure something else out. Wow. I've had to wait this long in the game before I found some string. Marvels will never cease. Girly stuff, nothing of real interest to a tough macho wizard like myself. No thanks, I'm trying to maintain an image. Ooh, a comfy looking bed if ever I've seen one. It's nice to at last have a room with a bit of colour in it. Forget it, do you think they'd waste memory on animation of me sleeping?
They did on you being out of breath at the top of the stairs. There's
A
like...
bunny. I wonder what it's used for.
Don't question. There's much less dialogue in this chapter as well, and dialogue takes so much time.
How cute. A little bunny rabbit for putting pyjamas in. I wonder what's inside.
I think that is going to be our bee protection.
A cute little bunny rabbit, minus the stuffing. Empty, I'm afraid.
We'll see about that later.
A room with a view. Although what you'd want to gaze out at around here is utterly beyond me.
At least the corridor, which is kind of weird, actually.
Haven't been there, don't want to see that.
Okay. Can we pick the curtains? That would be useful.
Nice black material. Nice and black. This curtain's stuck fast in place. This one looks more mobile. Forget it. Time means nothing in this domain.
Okay, so we now have black stuff. A library that is much like the first game's library.
A biography of somebody's life still being written. Let's see what's happening now. Must be the Arch-Chancellor. A shelf of self-writing autobiographies. How very quaint. Shelves filled with self-written life stories. Wait a minute. This biography's mine, and it's been bloody remaindered. Some cheek. Well, if I can't take it, then who can?
That will give us the cart when we're back out.
Shelves filled with self-written life stories. Let's see. Whose is this? Albert. Now, what does it say at the moment? Albert sits and takes it easy, dreaming up more silly quests for the little twerp in the dress. Yes, I'm beginning to get a bit of a theme for this room.
I guess Albert is the game's author. That looks important.
Locked. Now that strikes me as being suspiciously unfriendly.
We have a key. So let's, there we go.
Oh, it's long. Long and hard. Long and hard and shiny. You know, I don't often get to feel them in this kind of condition. Shelves, I mean. I don't often feel shelves in the dark.
I guess we'll need some kind of light. But we don't have any source of light quite yet, do we? Does Rinsman have anything on it? No. Luggage. Nothing looks like stuff. Ooh, that looks like a...
Nope. Guess they aren't attracted.
Oh. Never mind then. Everything alright. Okay, so we'll continue to explore the house. Oh, that was here. That was here. Oh,
hello.
Who are you? What do you want?
Yeah, that's right. Look, I'm here to become Death.
You what?
You know, Death. The Pale Horseman.
Talks like this.
Very big in the hourglass and scythes department.
You?
Oh, not for long. Just until himself gets back. I have to fill in for a while, you know, get the backlog moving, that sort of thing.
Got the faintest idea how to do it, have you?
Well, I suppose so.
We got standards to maintain, mister. We takes a pride in our work. I ain't having you letting the side down. Listen, you got to be up to snuff before you can be deaf.
Now, how do you mean?
Well, you got to be able to ride the pale horse, and you got to wear the right clothes. Deaf wouldn't be seen dead in anything but a black robe. You'll need a scythe and a capital letter voice. Something chilling.
Is that all?
You want more? Get on with it.
Oh, goody. Another quest. I'm just flotsam on the sea of life.
Yeah, stop snivelling and get on with it. Get your thieving hands off!
Oh,
That is for tea time.
This is Death's kingdom. Time never passes here.
I never said tea time would be soon.
okay. So the sugar is probably useful for the horse.
Death's sugar bowl. Those who say you catch more flies with this stuff than with vinegar obviously haven't tried tasting Death's version of sugar lumps. Those who say you catch more flies with this stuff than with vinegar obviously... the bells, they never stop ringing. Sorry, I got carried away for a moment.
Okay, I don't know what that refers. Probably something Monty Python.
Actually, you don't seem to be able to ring them from here.
Interesting. Oh, that's Albert.
The death of rats. Now appearing at a plague pit near you.
So that was not a breaking the fourth wall thing. It was Albert that we were supposed to have encountered before, trying to torture us somehow.
An oily rag. This should be useful for polishing glasses to a dirty smear. Like everything else around here, these aren't even real, they're just props. A pot-belly stove, eh? About time this one went on a diet. A pot-belly stove?
We need token for later.
The death of rats. Now appearing at a plague pit near you.
So I will use that for the voice, I believe.
Ah, a fine figure of a flue. Some flues are flimsy, but this one has me flabbergasted by its fulsome fixtures. I'm sorry, I don't quite know why I was forced to say that. It's too hot to bother with. I'd better just let it be. Does death eat? And if so, what? No need, I can see that the oven's empty. The bell... Sorry. Actually, Albert, an annoying butler type of character. He's going to find himself in terror of his suspended little life once the new management takes charge.
Having fun.
Look, what was it I was after again?
I got a Vonks,
Just tell me what I'm
a black cloak, a scythe, a deep booming voice, and a demonstration of your horsemanship. Surely he was someone like...
Sure.
One sinister black table, polished with sinister black beeswax, no doubt. No time to sit and eat now.
Okay, so we'll see about the sugar later.
This curtain's nice black.
There's no more things on the... Oh, that's the only two doors. Okay. Oh, and a scythe.
It rains here. Actually, there's no umbrella, just an old scythe. Now we're cooking with charcoal. With this, I really feel the goods. Feels nice. I've got a better idea. I'll go out there and play the game, and you come in here and risk...
Okay. So we don't have stuff for the horse quite yet. Get him a card. I don't know why. Yet.
There. My ongoing life story. Are you satisfied?
Oh, look, an autobiography with join the dot pictures.
It's a catalogue of all my hopes and dreams, all my achievements. You treat it with just a little bit of respect, young lady.
Oh, look, here's your thought for the day.
Ah, what does it say?
Actually, the line is blank.
Give it back. Some people just don't appreciate quality literature. Now just tell me something else you'll take in trade. Anything but the story of my life.
All right, go get me one of the really old biographies then. One of those ones with pictures. They're kept in a locked, dark room somewhere inside.
Tying the rope to that won't make anything.
No, I don't know.
Tying the
Oh, yeah.
wrapping.
Yeah, well. Okay, so we have a scythe and we know what to do with a scythe. We can Cut corn. I don't know if we actually need to. But we can. Let's do something first. Can we give the scythe to Albert?
Yep, there we are. Read it and reap, Albert. See? A scythe.
Oh, we are Mr. Clever, aren't we? I suppose you've got some idea about how to use it?
Well, of course I can use a scythe. You can just sort of, yeah, well, I'm sure I'll get the swing of it. It will just take a bit of practice.
Not inside where you'll scar my woodwork. Take it outside and weed the field.
So
When
that's why
that's
we have
done, then
the
perhaps you might have enough skill to go and reap some souls.
You know, if I end up in charge, your job is definitely one for downsizing.
Okay, let's see if that's enough as a robe.
There we are. One robe, comma, black, comma, spectres of death for the use of.
Call that black?
It is black.
No, it ain't. Not your light falling into it, never to escape kind of black.
Okay.
It's not the kind of black death would wear.
You're not making any friends here, I hope you know that. All right, blacker than black it is. Here we go.
We'll have to. We'll have to.
My dear faithful old quack. It rains here. Nothing left.
So we'll have to make it blacker to dye it. Was the word I was looking for. Dye. And yes, I feel very funny. Scythe on the corn.
Ow, my back, my aching back.
Oh, I guess.
Ow, my back, my aching back.
Okay, so we need to make a machine. Brilliant. Okay. So make. Oh, come on. Curtain. In the
I
pond.
doubt that the water is black enough yet.
Water is not black enough. Okay, so there's a few things to do. First, oh, we have that.
Strike a light. I'd only set fire to the
Is that sufficient for the alcove thing? Library. Want the matches? Oops. Maybe it isn't sufficient.
Good idea, but I'd only burn my fingers. Strike a light. Good idea.
Right. We're missing some items. What have we missed? We need to be on the chimney. Is there a behind the house? Is there behind the house?
The chimney. How very odd. Does death actually need a nice toasty fire of an evening? For that matter, is it ever evening here? I need a really tall ladder or a grappling hook to get up there. Tying the rope. Tying tying. I doubt whether that will get. You know, I think I've seen this in the clickies.
There we go. We don't have that many things left to do, so. I'd say he deserves it, but then again, I made him do it. So that should give us the booming voice. We've helpfully opened the stove thingy.
Albert! Albert! It is I, Death.
Really, sir? Nice to have you back, sir. Now we can get rid of that little prat in the pointy hat and dress.
Well, at least I've proved I can use the voice.
Having fun.
Look, well,
Like a vault,
just
a black, surely he...
I better just.
Okay, so we've done the voice. Not sure it helps.
Actually, you do.
Oh, we need to ring the bell from somewhere. Is there a bells thing over here somewhere? Where would we call the bell from? There's only three rooms plus the corridor, but I don't think you call from the corridor.
The bells, the.
Must be somewhere, yeah? Can we move further in the room? Not this time, not this time. Or once I think of it. Not sure. So the pond is not black anymore.
A high-stepping horse of doom. Now there's something you don't see every day. Are you kidding? Can you imagine just how bony Death's horse would be to ride barebacked?
I mean, I don't imagine she would have a. So we can check something already.
Well, at least it isn't an undergarment this time. What a short memory we have. I'll need some head protection and some smoke first.
Right. I want you to check.
You know, for cast. This rag couldn't be used to.
I don't think that was my point. Oh, but it's oily. So we can do that. And that probably gives us access to the bees. I think we're getting somewhere. So... I don't know in practice when you fumigate bees if you need special kinds of smokes or.
Well, this should do the trick. I'll just grab some wax.
please. With string.
Now we're cooking.
And turn that on. And no, we'll take it with us because we'll need it for the stove. I'm honestly not sure that this is faster, but whatever. Libraries here. Did I say stove? I meant alcove. Or is he something?
Old stone tablets. Must be from before paper was invented. I'd better try and find a loose one. This tablet isn't so much written in pictographs as bad stick figure drawings describing pictographs, meaning it's either a caveman's biography or a graphic novel. I suppose either one should do just fine.
Ow. Okay. Now we can go back to Susan. This cart. There's still one piece missing, as we need to ring the bell, and I haven't found where from, because that will get Albert out of the kitchen. We'll get the sugar and the pot, which is probably both are important. That was
There.
perfect English. There.
Are you satisfied?
Perfectly. This one's much better than yours. Here's the cart to play with. Let me know when you turn up in court.
We kept the book. Maybe we can do
I think I
something.
can wedge the scythe in at the front.
Okay. I think we'll do the harvesting that way. A little bit of a walk here. I think it's not faster to go through the stable. Was a try. Here we go. Okay. Did you get anything out of it? No, just the doing. So that's one item. Is there really no other room here? Or is there nothing in these rooms?
Ha! An entire field of corn reaped. Yeah, I've got you trembling now, eh? I'm apocalypse material now.
Oh, indeed, sir. You're gonna strike fear and trembling into blades of grass everywhere.
I need something to darken the pool.
Ah, a lovely view of... On second thought, why not just look at a blank piece of wall? It's sure to be much more scenic.
We're missing something. Quite know what. Yeah, we have these clubs too.
Death's golf bag? Yeah, I'm not sure I want to see what the ball... Oh, not really a golf...
What am I missing?
Girly stuff, nothing of real interest. No thanks, I'm... Oh, it's nice to... Forget it. Let's just leave... Cut in that one. Cute. Empty. My life biography. Big print version, easy to read. Worth a peek. Maybe it'll tell me what's happening next. Rincewind sneaks a peek into his life book, expecting to read what'll happen next. It feels like... no point. Please, let's leave... Embalming glue. Guaranteed for 1,000 years. If it doesn't, you can go back and complain. There's no...
So...
what a lovely brutal swooshing sound this clock makes.
what am I missing?
Yes, I'm just wait until I become a real bona fide death. Then I'll deal with him. I better not fiddle. I wouldn't want to wake him.
We're missing something. What are we missing? Of course we're missing things. A lot of mything.
The only thing it needs appears to be a pitching scythe. The only thing...
I don't know yet. We've been here. Oh, that's funny. I said this one is rather easy, but then I'm stuck at something.
No thanks, I'm trying to maintain an image.
Where would that ringing thing be? Outside? Did we miss something outside? Oh,
Flowers? Oh, what a surprise. They're black. I don't need one. Anyway, wouldn't suit my lapel.
You don't need one.
Cutting that...
Cutting that one.
I'm not the Hogfather, you know. I don't deliver... I don't...
Guess we already did that one. That's good. It worked out. Let's review for a minute. So we have that, but it's not black enough. And to make that black, I need to put it in the pond, but I need to make the pond blacker. I don't really have anything blacker quite yet. Surfboard is not quite useful right now. A lot of things seems to be hinging on getting Albert out of the kitchen.
The bell! Sorry. Actually, you don't seem to be able to ring them from here.
Yeah, well, I figure, but...
It rains. Nothing left.
I'm really surprised. Ooh. That was mean. There's really a few of them in this game. I didn't remember the mean part. It's not perfect. It's unfortunate.
Each of these hourglasses represents somebody's life. Every grain of sand is a precious moment, never to be recaptured. I wonder what would happen if you added water.
Charming.
Nah, no thanks. I'll only end up knocking the old lot down. Each of these every...
Oh, ink. Here we go.
I'll wait until I'm fully qualified before I sit there.
I see.
Wow, an executive toy. I wonder what it does. A ledger. All good public servants need one. I wonder what's inside.
Oh, a cord.
I'll just sneak a look. Let's see. The last entry is Fool and Chucky. The last column hasn't been checked off yet. The previous entry says Scazzy's ants. Well, at least they're all correct and accounted for. Poor little souls.
Okay, we know where they are. So I'm guessing this doesn't work.
Not a bad idea, but I'll need more ink first.
Okay.
Each of these Nah, no thanks. I'll only end up...
So I think we're unlocked now. Because I have a vision to the rest.
I wonder
of
what
them.
this does.
Now we can race him to the kitchen. Well, he's coming. I guess if we wait enough, he'll show up. We'll try that after. We take that. Let's see if we can wait for him. He comes. Something happened.
I take it you rang the bell, did you?
That's right.
And what was it you was wanting?
No, nothing really. I must have forgotten.
Wonderful, sir. Then I shall get back to my duties. Please don't hesitate to ring the next time you think you kind of maybe might have forgotten what you wanted.
Oh, never fear. I will.
The animation was all over the place. How strange. Like Wand of Gamelin strange. Anyway. Okay, so I think we have a way to the end. So stable.
They even feel like sugar cubes. A bowl of sugar cubes. Well, they're cube-shaped anyway. I can't, however, recommend trying them in your tea.
Okay, they're non-sugary sugar cubes.
That's a good binky. There, I think he likes me now.
So now we can sell them. I know why we have glue now.
Don't you just hate the way that certain characters join forces with game designers to make your life miserable?
I guess. I'm fine with it. Horsemanship mastery.
I did it! See? I can ride! I can ride!
Yippee-ki-yay, sir.
But I did it! See? I passed the test!
Yeah, so I see. Shall I prize the saddle from your flesh now, sir? Or later?
The trouble with you, Albert, is you have no sense of fun.
I'll laugh when I'm prizing you out of that saddle, my friend. Yow!
Which is strange, because it appears to be stuck to the dress, or the robe, but whatever. So, now I have a couple of things to do in the garden. We can...
Feels like lace.
Okay, feels like less to him. More burning
Well, this should
things.
do the trick.
We could have done that in one trip, but we hadn't found the room yet. Sugar pot.
I'll
Get
just
some
sneak
honey.
a little honey. They'll never notice.
Sugar just there. The ink on the pond. We had solved all
This
these
should
problems
really
before.
blacken the water.
There's darker. We had solved all the problems. We just needed to find that one room with the two things in it.
Now this really is blacker than black.
Okay, so that's okay. Come on, yeah, thank you. And we're going to need this to get the ants. Why do we need the ants? I think I knew that a second ago. Maybe it's for our next text. Maybe we don't need it quite yet.
A pot full of ant souls. There must be at least 100 of the little blighters.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so is there anything else to do? Cool. No. This.
There we go. Light not only simply falls into it, but it doesn't even get a chance to scream.
Yes. Well, the cut could be better.
Albert!
Oh, very well. I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
I guess.
Right, I've ridden the horse, got the clothes, the voice, the scythe, the moves.
Now, hold on. Being deaf isn't like delivering the papers. No. I can't let you go out hacking and slaying wholesale until you've had a trial run.
Oh, how's the
Start
ants?
small, mister. Collect 100 souls first, and then maybe you'll be ready to get out there and slay them.
100 souls? Right now?
Yep.
Look, couldn't we, just come to an arrangement? Come on, 10 gold pieces says we just, forget all about it and get on with the story.
Bribery, eh? Trying to buy your way out of a quest? Where would we be if everyone tried that, eh?
Fine, right, well, let's go get 100 lovely souls for Albert and the principle of complicated gaming, eh?
Bye-bye, mister. Don't trip and decapitate yourself on the way out.
Okay. Ooh,
The gentleman from the Assassin's Guild. Do please come in and abase yourself at the edge of the yellow line. Now, come closer while I explain. Not that close, not that close.
Oh, sorry.
Now look, I want someone removed. A potential troublemaker, somebody who's become too popular for his, or should I say, my good. And there has to be no way of connecting myself with his demise.
Say no more, sir. Say no more. We shall strike like the subtle hand of doom, leaving nothing but weeping in our wake. For you see, we are the night.
You are? I thought you were the Assassin's Guild.
Ah, Well, we are the Assassin's Guild, but we are also the night.
So, in fact, you're that period of the diurnal rhythm defined by darkness, are you? So, nighttime thefts, muggings, murders, and overnight cart parking in restricted zones. We can just start billing the Assassin's Guild directly, can we? No more fussing about with tax collectors and fines.
What? But just because we are the night doesn't mean that we're responsible for the night.
Well, if you are it, then you have to control it. And if you control it, then you're responsible for it. This seems eminently sensible. I have a few thousand unpaid bills we can send your way by tomorrow.
This is so gratuitous.
No. Now look. All right. We aren't the night, but we are of the night. Of. So we are an integral part of the night without assuming any controlling or otherwise responsible position. So, whereas we can assume custodianship of unpaid bills, this will only be as a storage facility, a favor to you, my lord, until we find someone who utterly encompasses all aspects of the night, whereupon we can pass the bills on to him.
Oh, very well. So, in the meantime, just get on with this new job, huh? And don't mess it up like you did with the Fool's Guild last time.
Oh, well, I didn't quite have time to solve 3 cubes. But let's finish this one. While we're at it, I can't see shit. Turn. Okay. This was a slow one. That's the one you see. Shame. I think I'm good. I was confused for a second. Okay. Anyway, that was my third. It was a long cutscene. Go back inside. We don't need this. And we... No. Luggage, thank you. Ansel, Albert.
Look, Albert! Look!
Oh, you found a commode. Well done.
No, Albert, I mean, I've managed to collect 100 souls.
Oh, well, I suppose you must be deaf material after all. I should have guessed it from all your lines. Oh, all right. Go out and reap away to your little heart's content, but you've got to be back before the bell tolls. You know how the other 3 horsemen hate hanging about.
I believe that the patrician wants death killed, which is also an interesting concept.
Sometime later.
We can play with a toy.
Oh, there you are, sir. And quite the part you look. There's a job for you. Your very first.
What's this?
Death.
It's a life-timer hourglass. It counts off the moments of its owner's life. As you can see, it's almost empty. Perhaps it's time for you to put down your milky tea and actually do some work.
All right. I'm going. Who does this hourglass belong to, then?
Oh, you'll find out. I think you'll find him quite easy to spot in a crowd.
Iconic.
And now, undead from Ankh-Morport. Welcome to the show, once voted most likely to reap a harvest of 12 vegetables. And now, the person I guess we're all waiting for. Here's Death!
Whoa! Yeah. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're a beautiful audience, if somewhat stupid. Ah, it's so good to see people who are upright and breathing. Of course, you know why my old job was always so hard. I only had a skeleton staff. Ha ha ha.
This guy really likes bombs.
Death. Death. Oh! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, that was a joke. I didn't get the joke. Death Act.
Oh. So you've heard that one, eh? Alas, poor Death. I knew him, Horatio, a man of infinite jest.
Well, not exactly infinite.
I didn't think I was doing too badly.
Maybe it's best not to quibble at this point in the proceedings. This is ridiculous. How can Death die?
The more like me you became, the more mortal I became. Sod it. I was just starting to get the hang of this. Oh dear, I really do think I'm fading. Maybe taking time off from my job wasn't such a good idea after all. Ah well, I suppose it's in good hands. Ta-ta, have fun being the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper? What do you mean, Grim Reaper?
Well, if I'm gone, then the job's yours. Through all eternity.
But I can't be the Grim Reaper. I'll get queasy just squishing caterpillars on the baby lettuces. No, stop it. I don't want to be left holding the scythe.
Nope, I'm slipping, I'm afraid. My time is running out. I wish I'd had a mother, because if I'd had a mother, I could cry out, Mother. But I didn't, so I can't. Blast. Other famous last words are, Don't point that at me. And why is that red light flashing? And how does Dibbler make a profit on this stuff at 5 groats a bottle? I know them all. Now, which one shall I use? Let me see now.
All right, just stay there, and I'll try to get you on your feet again.
Act 4. Till death us do part.
Okay, so I don't remember this chapter very well, if at all. So we'll see.
Ugh. I'm sure that this hat must be in fashion somewhere, which is the scary aspect of the whole wretched thing. No point. It's blown to shreds.
Okay, so what do we have?
Odd. Why does Death have an hourglass? A little redundant, I would have thought.
So we probably need to fill that with something. Maybe water, as you were suggesting.
I wonder if there's any market for xylophones these days.
There's xylophones and bones. Doesn't xylo means wood?
I better leave his bones alone. At least until the men in white coats have chalked around them. He made a dreadful death, but he might make someone a damn fine desk ornament.
Ooh, I'm going. I'm going. Oh, here I go. I'm still going, you know.
All right. Something to fill up your hourglass. I'm working on it. Honestly, you think nothing was done around here without me? Once, just once, I'd like to see an adventure based on Rincewind stays in bed and gets some kip while everyone else runs around and collects stupid objects on his behalf.
So maybe we were supposed to learn it another way, but now we know for sure we have to fail the hourglass. Okay. So maybe.
Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough.
So we're not getting.
Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough alone.
Okay. Okay.
Been there.
Can I talk to Angus?
Next, you'll be having me talk to invisible white rabbits.
Invisible white.
Hello there up the pole.
Angus, there's someone at the pole. What? Well, put it down right now. You can give yourself a disease like that. Ah! Oh, there's a pyramid walking about on legs.
Look, I don't want to be any bother. I'm just wondering why you're at the pole. Not to mention round the bend.
Hermiting. It's all the rage in the... You can't be wise. Angus, we have guests. Put...
No, that won't be necessary. So this...
Oh, Angus. If you want Angus, you should... It's clearly... Angus! How many times have I told you not to play that...
They say it comes from chewing on too many lead toys when you're a...
Okay, so it doesn't seem that there's anything to do here. What's the itinerary? Mummy. Are you my mummy?
I can't talk to him and I'm not picking him up. So you better think of something else, I guess.
I guess. We haven't really heard the group, the band sing, except in the opening, I guess.
I have no desire to go near them.
Fair enough.
I can't afford to lose it.
No, I guess you can't.
Gee, there's hardly any sand left.
Pyramids. Reverse pyramids. Something becomes sand, whatever. Doorbell.
I'm afraid I can't pick...
Don't think there's anything to do here. We'll revisit if desperate. Oh.
I'm in the mood for frogs. Ah, yeah. Frogs are the things I've been thinking of. But they're so small and green, and they reign supreme in this crazy Casanander's house of love. Oh, oh, oh!
Ooh, much better.
Yes, yes.
Ooh, I like this one. Quite right. Plenty enough to go around.
How'd you cook it? Sage and onions?
Sage and onions? In the middle of the desert?
Oh, turmeric, rose water and onions then. Come on.
Yes.
Whoops. Well, there goes Casananda. I'd watch what happens next, but I'll probably be here for days. Why are pyramids so popular?
Well, it's all just a matter...
Had that already.
Popping hummus. Genuine popping hummus. Take it home and do it yourself. I let it go at half price, even though I'm cutting my own hand off. Off. For relics.
New? How can you have new? So what's all this about
My esteemed dress-bedecked one. The pyramids are mystic. Within them, time is slow. And they also sharpen hamburger and keep razor blades fresh.
Sharpen hamburgers.
Stone, sir.
You what?
Stone. Good, solid stone. Or we've got like...
You know, there's something familiar about this whole scene. And there's something familiar about your voice. Yeah. The graphics may have changed, but the voice is definitely the same.
Oh, don't know what you're referring to, sir. Now, can I interest you in rocks?
No, not just at the moment, thank you.
Witness the all-powerful mystic-type skills of what would be the Far East if that direction existed here. Watch now as Yuri Jella manipulates the metal objects. Oh.
All right, what about these other mystic powers then?
We have their fabulous pyramid. We have the...
Oh, really?
You want... Then we have the fountain of youth. Yes, indeed, you can get a second childhood without all the dribbling and unfortunate bad type smells.
Now that sounds more like it. Where might I find that?
I've forgotten.
When they call your people fakers, they're not joking, are they?
How dare you cast us... what's it called? Mine's gone. There is a prospector what comes through here every now and again. He goes everywhere. He's been around for centuries. You ask him if he's ever...
I have no further use.
We need to do it to trigger something.
Hummus.
Popping hummus. And this is an incredibly racist joke, but it sounds so funny. Something to do. We can't
Been
get
there, done that. Let's. Been there. Been there.
He wouldn't know about the Prospector guy. I don't think we can get anything else from him. Let's have a look at this inventory again.
Worth a peek. Maybe it'll tell me what's happening next. Rincewind sneaks a peek into his life book, expecting to read what'll happen next.
Here's the guy.
A pair of saddlebags. Paired, of course, so you can lose twice as many articles as if you were carrying a single. Hey, look, a canteen! Water. Well, it's wet, runs downhill, and you can see through it. Would you want a chemical analysis?
So we'll probably have to track the guy, and the better way to do that is to put the arms here because the vulture will follow it. Oh, we didn't get to speak with the guy, or whatever. And I think that might conclude our story. fully a few sub-puzzles to do.
A pedestal. I've always wanted to be placed on one of these. Nah, thanks. I can't fill it with water, and I'll get wet trying to fill it with sand. I can't hold water in my bare hands, and I'll only get wet trying to get some sand.
But it wasn't. Whatever.
A canteen full of water from the Fountain of Youth. No thanks, the last thing I want is to live forever through one of these games. I doubt that any water will make that any young.
There's another who's quite full of it. Maybe we can bring that to death.
This place looks like a good place to sleep. Maybe I could take a nap later when I finish this game.
Bone stock.
Here, it's from the Fountain of Youth. This ought to fix you up.
Oh, it's getting dark. Oh, but wait. Oh, there's light. There. No, doesn't quite work, does it? How about, ooh, kiss me, Rincewind? No, or I'll be back. No, sorry, I guess I won't be back.
Oh, for Offler's sake. I suppose all Water of Youth is going to do to a skeleton is make him get covered in smelly bits of skin.
I'm melting! What a world! What a world!
Just hang in there. I'll try something else.
Auntie M? Toto? Is that you?
No thanks, the last thing I want is... I doubt that any water will make that any younger.
Oh, that's fine. I doubt this is useful, but let's try things out.
I doubt that any...
We can't go back.
Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough alone.
Oh no, the prospector comes back. Who would need to be younger? You have a canteen full of regenerating water. There's not a lot of people to speak with. Angus? So there's 3 chaps in the market there who don't really sound like they would benefit from it. The pyramid guy, same, would probably not benefit from it. The mummy, death. Could we use those something that is not a person? Or the radical?
I doubt that any...
Wouldn't make that any younger.
I doubt that. I think he's only interested. I doubt whether he could straighten that. Why would I want to have that stoned? I doubt that any. I doubt that.
Maybe on the pedestal. Let me try something. Let me try something. Well, there's the camels as well, but I don't need a younger camel. Mind if I do that? Actually, I never noticed that you could click it.
I doubt that.
Okay. If I go back to the fountain, move it. There's the pedestal.
Let's just leave the pedestal alone.
Oh, really? That's not it.
I doubt that.
Oh, wait. I just had an idea. I just had an idea. Not spoiling. You probably will figure it out quickly. There we go. What is this? Okay. Now you probably already know what I'm going to do, but not spoiling anyway. There we go. So maybe the canteen is a complete red herring. Awesome. Cool. I'll remember. Now death is better. The magic don't sound. Credit is 3DC. $1996. I dropped something. I made the 3D eyes red. Now it's our turn to die for some reason. Hence the golf clubs.
Oh, damn. I forgot to shout 4.
Well, some of the dialogue are on the voice effect level.
Epilogue.
Queen Kong.
Queen Kong.
Okay.
Farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pill. Amen. That's it.
More splicing. This magic elf queen thing, I assume. Funny, haha. Oh, wasn't there a comment when you clicked the tower, when you right-clicked the tower at the beginning about King Kong? So what do we get to do?
I'm not sure whether they spent enough on the script for this movie. It seems to be all just special effects.
Is it intermission yet? I was hoping for something nice and sticky on a stick.
The only thing sticky around here is this finale. Get on with it!
Okay, well that's very reminiscent of the ending of Discworld 1.
Pretty Polly. I'd best leave it alone. Granny might get jealous. Oh, God! Sorry, got carried away again. I do hope the little fella's okay up there. I'll rescue him soon.
Snappy for a ragman's trumpet. Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
Yes, it is very romantic, isn't it?
Bugger it. Front the biscuit for a sneaky trouser. I told them.
You're just an old softy under that crust, aren't you? Of course, she is rather tall, but they do say size isn't important.
Actually, they do make a beautiful pair, you know.
Bugger it.
I mean the librarian and the giant. Do you think we should rescue him, Dean?
Well, I was just wondering if we might have to rescue her. Perhaps we'd better just let nature take its course?
Got a horse, did you say? How's he going to get it up that tower with that big woman in the way?
Okay.
Look at that lot. Like a school of guppies at feeding time. I'll get confused talking to anybody in this game, let alone a crowd.
We can't escape, so we have everything we need to solve this puzzle.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
So we have this canteen, but we might not have had it.
Throwing that wouldn't help, but what do you want me to do with that? Fly up?
Oh, Granny's here.
Now, Granny isn't the sort who suffers fools gladly. As a suffering fool myself, I'll go along with that.
Hello there, young man. Having a good day?
This is clearly some attempt at sarcasm. Haven't you got anything better to do than sit here all day?
Well, it's not every day I get to see a man torn to pieces by a giant elf.
Oh, yes. Point taken. Are you sure this is where you want to be? I mean, it's not exactly safe, is it?
I don't know. The safest place seems to be wherever you are. I heard all those comments you made about the animation budget, you see.
She's right there, you know. Waiting to see me get croaked, is she? Only the fact that this is the last scene of the game makes me refrain from saying something really acidic. You can swap minds with this raven, can you?
Yes, I'm very good at it.
Oh, go on. You can't possibly manage to put all your knowledge and experience into that tiny little avian brain?
Of course I can. Just watch.
Then we get the...
What a clever woman. Clever, yet oddly dumb.
Not just going, but we can take the broom. Maybe we can fly the broom?
Good idea, but not just yet.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
Your typical flying witch's broom. Looks like it's past its 1,000-mile warranty. There's no point in putting...
There's no point. Have this magnet. Is that how we're building something there?
Wood and straw. That would be good idea.
We need to figure out what we have to do.
Now, Granny isn't the sort... That would be cruel.
We don't have...
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I can't just climb up the wall. Good idea.
What am I missing?
I can't. Oh, sorry. I do hope the little fella's okay up there. I'll rescue.
So how does King Kong fall in the film? They shoot at him with from planes, I believe. And he swaps at the planes and falls. It's a little bit random what I'm doing.
Good idea.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
What do you want me to do? What do you want me? Good idea.
Just not yet. Not yet. Oh. Okay, game, give me some clue.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I doubt that any water. What do you want me to do with that?
So what's the trick? Good idea, but not.
Good idea.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
Oh, there's still
My
more.
old mate Dibbler. It is my ultimate aim to convince him to sell himself off to the army for target practice.
Okay, get your bladders.
Bladders! Get your bladders here! Only a groat apiece, and even then I'm cutting my own throat.
Bladders? Are you taking the pic? Bladders?
Bladders, my friend, a rustic forerunner of the more familiar rubber balloon, as enjoyed by children. This is absolutely true. Who says computers aren't educational? I've got sheep bladders, vole bladders, moose bladders. You want a bladder? I'm your man.
You know, I believe you.
You can do other things besides blow 'em up, you know. Oh, dozens of uses a good bladder. Although right now, I admit I can only think of one or two. One, really.
So that's going to be your ammunition, is it?
Animal bladders.
That's right, Squire.
There's toys for children.
Wonderful idea, eh?
Look, do you really think this is an appropriate part of an animal's offal to be touting about as a child's toy?
Well, I suppose you're right, sir. But the stomach gets used for haggis and the intestines get used for sausage skins. Wait, brilliant! There's one bit no one ever uses. I can get hold of a pile of them right now.
No, stop right there. This has gone far enough. Bladders I can almost understand, but I will not allow you to run about giving children toys made out of
skulls, sir. What's wrong with that? I can make little drums, castanets, little money boxes.
Skulls? Oh, good, right. Well, that's okay then. You just go and sell some animal skulls later on.
It'll have to be later, Squire. I'm still trying to shift all those animal colon footstools I made up yesterday.
Now that's free enterprise. You see, that's what makes this city great. A man's free to reuse the internal organs of dangerous fauna in any way he sees fit, no matter what the health department says.
Sure.
All right. I'd like to buy some bladders, please.
Certainly, Squire. Now then, what sort? We've got your rat, your vole, that's the field vole, meadow vole, and the killer Clatchian vole.
The killer vole?
Oh yeah, you know the ones, 6 feet long, covered in poisonous spines, with incisors like chisel blades.
But I thought voles were sweet little things, you know, small and brown and covered with fur.
Not these ones, sir. Take your arm off in an instant. They've levelled whole continents. Obliterated ships filled with puppies, baby kittens and innocent nuns.
Wait a minute. These look like sheep bladders. It comes to something when a poor sheep is finding its essential organs floating around as kiddies' balloons.
Sheep, sir? Never, sir. Catch me arming sweet little creatures with curly wool and big brown eyes? Nah, not on my life. cut me own throat if I tell a lie. These have been taken from Clatchian voles, a life form so foul, sir, so venomous, so putrid and psychotic that the hunters, sir, the hunters were all awarded medals for services to humanity. Clatchian voles is like rabid sharks on legs, sir.
Oh, well, that's all right then. In that case, give me some of them.
Right you are, Squire.
I just hope they had time to go to the lavatory first, though.
Oh. So I guess we'll use the water to fill them. There we go. And now maybe we can go.
Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7 out of 10.
Okay, 7 out of 10 this. Keep bladder on my person. Oh, come on. There we go. Broom. Instrument. There we go. And that probably concludes the game. After about 10 hours of gameplay, which is long. I really hope to finish in 8, but you know. Next game will be longer. Unfortunately. But it's also more fun.
What is it now? The dead are supposed to rest in peace, you know. Run! It's a falling giant woman! And that's another thing. In my day, girls were sweet, demure little things, not 60-foot-tall monsters like you apparently get now. And I'm also pretty sure that in my day, they all actually wore something under their... Sometime later. So, it's you at last, is it? So where do you think you've been?
Sorry, it's been a bit of a confusing week.
Confusing? I've been undead since 10:30 on Tuesday morning. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but I lost 17 pence just on blowfish since I died. You'd think the afterlife would be cheaper, wouldn't you?
Well, I've said sorry, haven't I? Come on, let's have a curry before we go. My treat.
Ah, well, all right, that is rather decent of you. By the way, I tried strangulation, drowning, poison, traffic accidents. I even listened to improvised jazz music. But that just made me wish I was dead. Or that the musicians were dead at any rate. How did I finally manage to go?
You got sat on by a giant elven queen.
Now there's one I never thought of trying. Still, if you gotta go...
Yeah. And here we are.
There's a place you're always welcome. That's as nice
So
as
that was Discworld II.
Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free.
Yeah, real recent childhood.
No need to take a breath.
A very important game for me.
Just lie around all
Fantastically
day.
funny game, really interesting puzzle. Just a few places where we've seen it's easy to miss a couple of things. That's unfortunate. I think there must be something signaling the honey with the pot, but I've missed it.
You can die beyond them too.
It's not perfect in terms of signaling, like it doesn't always tell you what you should be thinking of. But it's really good. Act 3 is a bit unfortunate because it's very similar to the repeat puzzle. Well, I guess there's just the bees that are a repeat puzzle. But it is very strange. It does feel a bit off that you have any repeat puzzle at all. But other than that, I really love this game. I've said it many times. But then again, all the games we're playing are extremely nostalgic to me. a game I revisit from time to time. 2 more games to go. They are a bit longer because they're a bit more recent, and yeah. But I will get through them. Also, they start this sort of trend to speak slower. I've said that before, but I think the right way to do point-and-click games and dialogue in games in general is to just get the dialogue played in real time like a film. Hopefully with all the actors in a recording studio at the same time so they can play off each other, which is something that is so rarely done in games. And then you have the ability to walk back in dialogue. So everything that is said is a line, it's in the logbook, and you can stop dialogues at any time and see the log, or see it outside of dialogue if you prefer. If you miss anything, you can reread it, and that gives both the requirement of clarity, the ability to fully follow dialogue, and the requirement of having just not very stiff and boring lines. Throwing rocks from afar, Terry Pratchett. Sir Terry coming in clutch. Yes. Well, it is too late to start the next game. I didn't really think I would anyway. I'm not even prepared. I'll set up my scene and all that for next time, which is going to be in 2 weeks. So, I don't know, we have 6 to 8 more weeks, I'd say, of this, and then we'll be done, and we'll be back to a more normal schedule for me. I obviously have nothing else to say, to be honest, so it's going to be time for me to cut stream. So, as always, you know, if you've been around, I hope you enjoyed the stream, you enjoyed the content, or if you're watching from YouTube, and you've actually listened to the stream until now, congratulations, thank you very much. It's always more fun to share these things. So I must confess, I do them for me first, but I do them on stream so that I can share the joy. And on that, I'm going to cut stream, say good night or good whatever time it is where you are, and until next time, don't forget to stay curious. Cheers.